Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another comic book review. And today we're going to take a look at Alien #1 from Marvel Comics, which is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson with artwork by Salvador Larroca. And as you know, Disney has pretty much bought everything. Alien was with 20th Century Fox. They bought that, they bought Terminator, they bought the Predator series, everything from 20th Century Fox. And for a while, Dark Horse Comics was doing Aliens, Predators, and they actually did that Terminator versus the Transformers crossover. But I think, with the Terminator movies being owned by Disney now, I would assume the comics will probably move to Marvel Comics shortly, because they also just announced they're doing a Predator comic. It being produced by Marvel, I'm kind of like, should I get this or should I not get it? But it was written by Philip Kennedy Johnson here, who I've heard nothing but good things about. He did a series with DC Comics called The Last God, which was recommended to me by a few commenters in the past. And I never got around to reading it because I think it was like a 12-issue miniseries. So I was waiting for the graphic novel to come out, which I still am because I think the series just concluded. But I decided to check out this Alien #1 here. Frankly, look at that cover right there. The Xenomorph looks great. And after reading it, it was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. So it starts off here with a little flashback. Alien inside. And cuts to this scene right here of all the different Xenomorphs. And, what is that Xenomorph, though? It looks like a humanoid almost. But you see the various mutations. Real quick, as far as the Alien movies go, Aliens, the second one by James Cameron, is obviously the best, followed by the original. And I like the third one, actually. I'd rank the third one third, and then Resurrection fourth, with Prometheus, I guess, ranking above Alien Covenant. Those two are obviously the worst. I think that's the universal consensus, although some people don't like 3. I think 3 is okay for its own story that it tells. So it starts right here in the year 2200 in January at the Epsilon Orbital Research Station. And you meet this character here. It's Bishop. Essentially, it's another android that looks just like Bishop. And they mentioned they have all these different Bishop models. It'd be interesting, seeing all the Bishops walking around a bunch of clones. You see 10 of them in a room and they're all talking to each other. And it's like, is that Bishop? No, that's Bishop. That's Bishop 8, So he's talking to this guy right here, Gabriel, who's getting flashbacks here, and he's ending his service here, and given this speech where he's announcing that he's retiring with the Weyland Company, and keeps getting this flashback here of the alien inside, and gives you the history here. In the year 2122, you had the Weyland Company where they got the Xenomorph, they got the egg. That's the original movie, and then 57 years later, when Ellen Ripley woke up and they found out that there's the other planet, LV-426. That's where Newt was, and they all went there with what a great cast of characters there with Bishop and God, what the hell is the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank doing this on the spot. Oh, you had Vasquez, you had the one guy, what's his name? Paxton. I forget his first name. The actor, his name is Paxton. He's like, oh, come on, man. We're game over, man. I forget his name, though. Someone leave me a comment and let me know what it is. But here you are on Earth, the United Americas, all these years later. God, is that where we're headed, the United Americas? And this guy right here, I believe his name is Jason. He goes here to his dad's house. No, his name's Danny. Sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking Jason. He goes to his dad, Gabriel's house. That's the guy who just retired, who was having all those flashbacks. And he's talking to him, and they have a little bit of back and forth and how they haven't seen each other in a while. And he mentions the fact that, Lucas died. And Lucas was Danny's brother and Gabriel's other son. And he has a sort of flashback to what happened there. And they're just having a back and forth, they haven't seen each other in years, and it's all his fault that his brother's dead. And Danny makes it back to the car with his girlfriend here, and he retrieved. It was all a mission to get this, clearance card from his father to get with the Weyland Company. And this is the flashback with Gabriel with I guess his son where they're, dealing with all the xenomorphs and the face huggers, and essentially watch them die. The face huggers get a hold of you, and then the alien's inside your stomach, and then a few hours later, it bursts out of your stomach. So he's talking to Bishop again, and Bishop's like, well, how did it go with your son? It didn't go so well, and so on and so forth. So then cuts to this spaceship here orbiting Earth, and these two are just kind of bullshitting. They're the security personnel, and funny that there's a cat there, because from the original Alien there was the cat as well. And the woman here reveals that she's leaving in a few weeks. Her contract's up, and they hear a knock at the door. They open it. I don't know, they have all these cameras. You would think that they would see what's happening. You see a gun's pointed out. Bam! Look at that, parental advisory. This is actually rated M, not 13 plus. So that's pretty cool. You get some blood and guts in it, and firing away. And it turns out to be Danny with this ragtag group of activists, essentially, and they're there to expose the Epsilon station here with the Wayland Company, to expose their corruption. And they get in with the clearance, and they see all these different test tubes reminiscent of Alien Resurrection, where they mutated all the various aliens. Remember, they used Ripley's DNA, because she had the alien inside her in the second movie, to create all the mutations, and that's reminiscent of that. And then the scientists come through. They're trying to get into this room Alpha, and the scientists are like, afraid you can't get in there, but they get in anyway. And a bunch of face huggers make their way out and grab hold of everybody, and it's headed right towards Danny, and that's where it ends. Next, return to the Epsilon station. So there you go, on sale next month. So yeah, I was impressed by this. I thought it was very good. I'm a big fan of the first three movies, and the 4 is a bit of a guilty pleasure with Ron Perlman and Winona Ryder and the other guy, the guy in the wheelchair. A pretty funny group of characters. 4 is definitely a guilty pleasure, but I feel like I watch Alien and Aliens at least once a year. They're always fun watches, but very good. Flip into the Marvel crap though. It's amazing. I want to show you this ad again. It's like, how do they get away with this? The absolute trash that they're putting out here. Where was it? Not Captain Marvel. I mean, that's trash in its own right. But they had the Women of Marvel, which is just cringe. I saw it when I was flipping through it before, but now, of course, I'm looking to show you guys, and I can't find it. Oh, well, if I can't find it, it's not the end of the world. Here it is. Look at this, the Women of Marvel. I saw, like, a few excerpts of this. They're drawn so terribly. Look at Elektra. I mean, holy crap. Look at her. She's got, like, the saggiest tits you've ever seen there. What is going on? Absolute trash. But Alien, very good. I enjoyed it. It's interesting that it's Alien and not Aliens, because obviously there's plenty of aliens in this storyline. But yeah, this takes place after the second movie, so I wonder if we'll see Ripley at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day.